Right, so you want to start sim racing, you got a tight budget, I got you. This video is for you. You're going to need it. You're going to love this. It's going to be good. Trust me. I'm going to tell you about how I managed to set up a whole sim racing setup for $0 spent. But yeah, I will add a disclaimer that the things that you will be seeing in this video, I did have lying around in my house because we do have a lot of random things lying around in this house. However, I put them to good use. I use my creative geniusness to save me money. And you're going to do the same if you want to save yourself some big bucks. Anyway, here's the setup. It's not anything crazy by any means, but it works. Yeah. So the most important thing with the setup is definitely the wheel. Like, how are you going to sim race without your wheel? You know? And you're probably asking, what are you doing with a wheel just lying around your house? You see, I got it for I think it was my 9th birthday. Maybe, but back when the wheel was at 2015, I think. I got the wheel before I got an Xbox. So I was actually using it on the PC that I'm using now. So I kind of don't count it as a cost. But if you want to buy one in today's market, you could probably pick up the Xbox one for maybe £80 and the PlayStation one for maybe £100. So it's worth it though. It's 100% worth getting the Logitech wheel. See, the Xbox one's the Logitech G920 and the PlayStation one's the Logitech G29. However, if you do want to ball out and you can afford it, I'd recommend you search up Fanatec because it's a million times better. Like, if I could get a Fanatec for the same price as I get a Logitech, I wouldn't buy the Logitech, I'd buy the Fanatec. However, I'm not buying the Fanatec because I've got the Logitech. I'm going to hate hearing the word tech soon. It's just everywhere. Like, even my trousers have the word tech in. Another really important thing with sim racing, which can save you a lot of money, is your setup. Like, if you want to have a permanent setup, you're going to need a stand. Make the stand out of wood. Just build it, okay? You can save like 100, 200 quid just by making a stand and having a chair already. Like, just use things you've got lying around, man. If I'm being completely honest, I turned out this whole area, which is literally just the back end of my room. I turned out this whole area from being a storage area to being like a chill area with a racing sim and a bunch of CDs in less than a weekend. Like, you can do this in a weekend. You can probably do it in a day if you tried your hardest, but I'm not the kind of guy to do things in one day. I'll do it in a weekend because that's like 2 days, so you got more time. Now, another thing you're going to need, which is probably the most important bit because, well, you can do this without pretty much everything I've just said. You don't need, well, you kind of do need it, but this is like the most important bit, all right? It's the powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria. I'm just kidding, it's not the mitochondria, it's the PC, guys. You can also use a PlayStation or an Xbox if you have like anything better than a PS4 or an Xbox One. Then you'll be sound. You'll be completely fine. Like, pretty much all good racing games these days can run on an Xbox One or a PS4. Apart from Forza can't run on a PlayStation and Gran Turismo can't run on an Xbox because they're both console exclusives. So they're both out of the picture if you've got the other one. But if you genuinely have nothing, like no Xbox, no PlayStation, no computer, I would recommend picking up an Xbox One or a PS4 off Facebook Marketplace for maybe around about 50 quid if you find a good deal. I've been able to find those deals. If you can find those deals, get one. For 50 quid, it's probably the best console you could get for £50. And you can buy an Xbox 360 for £50. But you know what's almost as important as the hardware? The software. Like, you're going to need to know what games you're going to be playing. And also the best mods to have on the game to induce, that's not the right word, make your gameplay better. See, my favourite game for a racing sim is Assetto Corsa. There are a few other games, like you've got Gran Turismo on PlayStation. I think you can get it on PC. Forza Motorsport 7's the latest one. They're making a new one this year called Forza Motorsport, which looks pretty good. Apart from the upgrade system, does not look good. You got Forza Horizon 5, classic. It's made in the town I live in. Very cool. I'm very, very proud of that. It's very close to my heart for that one reason. And I played it a lot growing up. Another one you've got is like, what? You got Project Cars, that's a pretty good one. BeamNG Drive is also quite good. But I usually just stick with Assetto Corsa because it's reliable and I know how to mod it and I know how it works. The fifth and final thing you need to consider with your whole setup, well, apart from where you're going to put it, that's something you do need to consider, but I'm not a part of that. It's your house. I don't know what's going on in your setup. I don't know what's going on in your head. I just know if you're watching this video, you're probably quite interested in making a racing sim setup, which is why I'm going to get on to the third point. I mean, the fifth point. I can't do maths today. Fifth point, yeah, is the extras. If you've watched my other video on how to make a handbrake, which was not the best video on how to make a handbrake, but it really showed my struggles and the way I did it, there's a video on how to make this. You can make this with literally just like a few pieces of wood and an Xbox controller. This is all you need. It really ups the gameplay. If you could have all the stuff lying around, I'd really recommend you do this. Another thing that's not necessary but is quite fun is the gear shifter. If you have this with a steering wheel, it's worth like 150. This is worth like 50 quid. So you can like add this to your mix, £50. Oh, and you also need a screen. This screen was lying around. It's probably from like 2002 or it's really old, but it works really well. It's 1440, which is good. So you can get a monitor for about 50 quid. So yeah, I mean, in total, you're looking at around about probably, if you've got absolutely nothing, right, you're starting with niche, okay? I'm reckon for the wheel, you're probably talking about 100. For the console, let's say you get an Xbox, that's 150. You build your own stuff, that's free if you've got wood lying around. If not, you can count another 50, so that's what, 200 quid. Monitor, again, that's like another, what, 40 quid, we'll say, if you get a second-hand one. Just get everything second-hand. It's so much more worth it. It's going to get used anyway. It's going to break one day. You might as well get something that's slightly already more broken for a fraction of the price. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's no gameplay this video. I'll show gameplay next video because I'm getting this screen recording thing, so it's going to be lit. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay sim racing, stay skateboarding, keep it real, enjoy your cup of tea.